Welcome back, ARK players, to a brand new video. Now, today we are going to be going through the further developments of yesterday's carnage, I guess I'll call it, from the Snail Games ARK Aquatica DLC announcement for ARK Survival Evolved. It's definitely not gone down very well. There's been lots of drama, and the trailer has now officially been unlisted on YouTube. So we're going to be going through it. This has also started to reach like big game outlets in the community. It was just so silly, the idea from the start. But anyway, if you guys do enjoy today's video, make sure to drop a like as it supports me so much. Subscribe if you're new around here and come and join us in the LoadedCrysis cluster. The link to the Discord is in the description if you want to come and join some amazing people, amazing admins. And of course, if you want to, we have 10 servers. Well, actually 11 servers now because we've just added Club ARK to the cluster, and we've obviously got Ragnarok coming next month, and I'm so excited for Ragnarok as long as it's not delayed. But anyway, link to the Discord down below. Anyway, it's time to talk, and I'm ready for this. So yesterday we covered the whole situation as the developments went on. We heard about that Studio Wildcard said that they had nothing to do with ARK Aquatica, which we thought was going to be a new game, and it turns out it was going to be a DLC for ARK Survival Evolved, and everyone was like, "What's the point? There's no official servers anymore. There's no, I think Windows has no like support or whatever was going on in there. It's like so backwards." And also, it said PS5, Xbox Series X on it, and it all was like, and you're thinking, I thought it was PS4. Like, what's even going on? So nothing seemed to make any sense with this whole situation. And then I think Snail Games accidentally had their press kit released, which had all the stuff in about it, which I think they were meant to be presenting tomorrow. And then they even left apparently some unedited document, or what it was a document on Google Drive that was able to be edited, which is just absolutely crazy. Because I said in my other video, when I worked in PR for like 2 years in the gaming industry, one of the first things you're taught is to make sure that when you're doing a press kit for a game company, you make sure that it's locked. It's for its view only. But anyway, so it's been a bit of a crazy day. Then Snail Games released their GDC trailer. I think they did it earlier, and it was awful. It was absolutely awful, and it got ripped. And as you can see, the Gamer have posted out saying Snail Studios, or Snail Games, not Snail Studios, condemned for releasing fully AI trailer for ARK Aquatica. Now, as we speak, this trailer has been unlisted. It now has 41,000 views, but it's been unlisted, and you cannot find it unless you have the link. As you can see, ARK Aquatica DLC was announced with underwater setting with 17 new creatures. The DLC trailer was generated by AI, sparking backlash from fans online, and developers Studio Wildcard may have distanced itself from Aquatica as it emphasizes its focus on ARK. Now, can I just say one thing before we go into things? I understand, and I would actually, I've agreed with a lot of people that said they kind of were excited about the idea of an Evolved DLC. I get players that like that. Of course, I've got to a point where I've moved on to ASA, and that's what I enjoy. I do still think ASA is crazily unoptimized to where it needs to be, but like some of the things that you can actually do on that game, I enjoy. I prefer the mods, I prefer the look of the game, and I love Evolve, by the way. And it just, for me, having to like go back and install that amount of space on my PC or my Xbox or whatever to go back to play it. It just seems horrible. But anyway, yesterday was a bittersweet day for fans and the ARK games. For the first time in a long time, the game's developers mentioned the long-missing ARK 2. This came in a tease for ARK Survival Ascended's first exclusive DLC. Unfortunately, the tease all but confirmed that Vin Diesel lead sequel won't see the light of day this year. Alongside the Lost Colony reveal, ARK Survival Evolved co-developer Snail Games revealed ARK Aquatica, a special 10-year anniversary DLC for ARK Survival Evolved. The DLC was revealed with a brand new trailer, which is set pretty much underwater, showing where Aquatica got its name. Unfortunately, the whole trailer, including the voiceover, seems to be generated by AI, and fans have kicked up a stink. ARK Aquatica is described by Snail Games as an ambitious underwater setting featuring 95% of gameplay taking place beneath the surface, and it will feature 17 new creatures, new items, new challenges, and an intriguing storyline. What should have been an exciting time for ARK fans, though, quickly descended into chaos as the trailer came under fire for its use of AI, seemingly for the creation of the whole thing. On the what forums are those? The trailer was just called "Just Gross, Tasteless, Uninspired, and Gross," with the original poster claiming they have no words. And a similar discussion took place in the ARK subreddit, with one player saying the absolute greed from Snail to use an AI for pretty much the entire video, including the voiceover, just to save some money from having to pay an artist is absurd. How in the world did they think this would go over well? Such an out-of-touch company. The YouTube video itself also received over 1,100 comments in the first 11 hours, and it seemingly got over 3,000 dislikes versus 142 likes during that period, a ratio of 90% negative. It's clear the trailer didn't go down too well. Ahead of the trailer's release, ARK developers Studio Wildcard put out a tweet that looked suspiciously like it's distancing itself from Aquatica. It said, "ARK Aquatica is being developed by Snail Games USA Colorado. Please follow them for more updates." Studio Wildcard remains entirely dedicated to the production of ARK Survival Ascended and ARK 2, and we're excited to bring ARK Lost Colony to you later this year. The game has reached out to Studio Wildcard and Snail Games for comment, but they won't probably get anything. So, yeah, as I said to you guys, the trailer's been taken down, and you can't find it unless you have the link, and you don't want to watch it, I tell you that, because it's just pure AI, absolute. Like, I let out my venting earlier before, and do you know what? The thing is, like, something that I started YouTube, right, when I was 15 years old, and I used to take a lot of inspiration from a lot of other YouTubers, even Ali A being one of them over time, and sometimes I took my content down a path I wasn't as happy with, or, you know, or like just sort of didn't feel proud of some of it. Some of it I felt proud of, some of it I didn't. And obviously trying to do a massive rebrand over the last year, the last sort of year and a half, last 2 years has been really special to me. And over time I did sort of experiment using like some AI stuff, and then I just really realized how gross it is. And it, like, I still think AI is going to be good in many, many things in the world, but in gaming, it just, for me, it doesn't really have a place. I mean, I could be wrong because I'm not a specialist, and right, and if you are a specialist out there, you maybe there's stuff you can show me. But ever since I did it, it gave me no positive impact on my channel, and and the difference of why I obviously, you know, I wanted to do this rebrand is I'm a solo content creator now. I've been doing this for 10 years. And I've realized within a space of a very short amount of time, as a solo creator who runs this business on his own, and obviously a big shout out to my amazing mods in the LoadedCrysis Discord, but I noticed in such short time, whereas Snail is a big corporation, and how would they not know that this is going to have a bad idea? Whoever is running this company obviously is entirely out of touch. And to be honest, like, I have been contacted by Snail in the past to work on things, and I would have been more than happy to work with a company that's for the game that I create. But the reason I can't remember what game they contacted me about, but the reason I didn't respond to it, this was years ago, is because I just don't feel like they need to get involved more. Like, ARK makes them so much money, and it's clear the reason they don't want to let go of ARK is because it's their biggest money maker and what keeps their company afloat. But if you really want to get involved, this is something I've had to do for myself, where I've realized what position I'm in, and I really want to improve my content and make it better, and make better content for you guys, because you guys are the reason I'm here. We're the reason Snail are in the position they need to be. They need to take a few steps back, realize what this community truly is, and how dedicated the fans are, and give them love. Show them that you really want passion, you want things to be fixed. Do a No Man's Sky, work on things, get better, improve your company. Like, it's crazy. And I know I've had some people that said they felt sorry for Snail or something because they're paying for the ARK mobile edition or something like that. I don't feel like, I will be more than happy to speak or interview anyone. It doesn't have to be an interview on YouTube. It can just be, if any of the developers, anyone at Snail wants to literally, if they feel like they're so out of touch of the game, just hit me up in the emails. I'm more than happy to talk to you. We can keep it out of the public eye if you really want to, or anything like that. And I could talk to you with people that close to me on where this game needs to go. And some of you might be thinking, oh no, we don't want LoadedCrysis telling us, but I'm telling you, I know exactly, there's, you know, for ASE, I know PvP is a major problem. I'm not saying choose me either. Ask Syntax, ask Rasclark, ask a PvP ARK YouTuber, even ask a bunch of YouTubers that do different sectors or whatever. Ask people in, it doesn't even have to be YouTubers, ask anyone in the community, put out things saying you want your feedback, get involved with the community. It's so important. And clearly what's just happening is they're just pulling in so much money for ARK. This is why the game's not been optimized. This is the decisions that have been made have been absolutely terrible, absolutely poor. And I think the best way for Snail Games to move forward, if they want to carry on having this in income and get better support from the players, they need to make a change from now, from what's happening in this situation. Back when this whole T situation went on with the raiding and stuff, they had no comment and they just moved on like nothing happened. Okay, that's what happened there. From this situation moving forward, they need to reach out for community feedback. They need to get involved with the community and they need to make a change. If that doesn't happen, it would probably be best if they looked at potentially someone that wanted to come in instead of them. And again, these videos, I'm not doing it because I just want to send hate to Snail Games. It's that what they have kind of treated the community like for a long time, ever since the game launch, has just not been good enough. And you know, it comes from a place of a place in my heart, because I've generally been, as I said, a 15-year-old growing up on this game and seen what's happened over the years and kind of just accepted it, you know, got used to this is the way things were. And I thought to myself, like, when this situation happened, I thought to myself, why has this been going on for so long? You know, behind the scenes, we haven't had, the game could have 200 or 300,000 players right now, but it, like, just on Steam, but it has 70,000 between both games, because we've literally been put into a we've literally split the community. Like, it's crazy. And then after splitting the community, they've decided to then try and split the community even more by going back to the old game after everyone's been told they needed to be pushed over to ASA and sold ASA. The decision making is absolutely appalling. I think in my 10 years of doing this YouTube channel, I have to say that this has been one of the most ridiculous things I've seen, and there's been many, and I really hope that I know Studio Wildcard has had a lot of hate over time, and I'm not saying that they don't make mistakes and they have delays. They do. And I don't want anyone else in the comments to be saying, oh, Dom, you're just going to start glazing Studio Wildcard again, because we don't know what goes on behind the scenes, truly. We don't. Unless you've worked there, but you might be under like some sort of contract so you can't say anything. I don't know. But unless you've actually truly worked there and know the relationship, then I don't think we can comment on what goes on. We can only comment on what we see, right? And what we've seen is this terrible trailer, all using AI. We know Snail have said they want to use AI moving forward, because at the end of the day, it is easy. And whenever I've ever made an AI thumbnail in the background and got a lot of trouble from the community for using it, I understand why, because I get it. You know, it's an easy route, isn't it? And when I first saw AI thumbnails coming on the scene, I thought, wow, you know, this will save some money and it would be amazing. And then I realized how absolutely awful it looked, and I decided to make that change. And I might use it for little bits here and there for certain bits of, like, I don't know, dinosaur stuff that I work with or something, or some cool backgrounds or whatever. I don't know, here and there. I don't really know. But overall, you know, I look to work with artists now. And yeah, anyway, it's a bit of a crazy one. I think I've gone on a bit of a longer rant than I really thought I was going to, but here we are. It's all done and dusted. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you guys with listening to the Snail Games trailer on the highest volume possible, and you can't leave and you have to watch it. Joking! Anyway, no, there you go, play. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Oh, I forgot to mention, Snail will be live at some point today. Well, I don't know if they're actually going to be live anymore with this whole situation going on, but they're meant to be on the stage for GDC. What have they put out? I don't even know. Leave a like, subscribe. I'll see you guys then.